What's shaking, peepers? This is Sudabba here with another action figure rundown. Today we're taking a look at Marvel Legends animated series Smythe versus Peter Parker VHS box set. So this is one of the few boxes you actually want to take a look at because they've done a pretty good job recreating the animation from the 90s cartoon. You see Smythe and Peter Parker here, side art with the animated series logo. Top of the box. Again, a duplicate of the other side. This is cool. I don't know if you could catch that. So they made it look like two VHS cassettes. Mine's a little damaged from shipping, but that's okay. If you do a side profile here, Smythe, Peter Parker. And then on the back we have little pictures of what's inside the box. So, let's get inside. Oh, there that goes. So, next slide. Parker. And their sandwich bags. Peter. Wow, he's stiff. Oh. Damn it, Peter. You got rigor mortis or what? Okay. Legal stuff we don't need. Here's Smythe. This is the reason why I bought this set. I could care less by a Peter Parker animated series look, where you already have one from the vintage series, retro series, whatever you want to call it. So here's Smythe with his shoulder lasers. I have no idea what body they use for him, but I'm sure other than the calves. Okay. I finally got them to stand up. Took some findangling with the ankles, but eventually I got it. The weird thing is with Hasbro, for whatever reason, the static ankle position that you need for every standing position is not a locked position, which to me drives me absolutely crazy, because you think if you have one locked position, it would be on the ankles. And what I mean by that, which I don't want to mess with it, is just this is the static position, but where they have little knobs, notches on the actual ball joint to kind of keep it in place when it hits to that spot, it's actually off a little bit. It's in between this static position, which is annoying to say the least, and it's true for all Hasbro figures. It is what it is, but all in all, the sculpt on Peter Parker here is pretty good. Like, that face is pretty bang on to the animated series. The outfit that he's wearing is pretty much what Parker wore in this series. He does have an ab crunch, which is pretty good. He has a waist swivel. It doesn't really have like a ball joint or anything. It just seems like a swivel, but it seems like it would want to move if, a little odd. But again, with the ab crunch, it's typical. Single jointed elbows. I guess they had to do that for the shirt. I'm sure that lots of people will lose their minds about that, but double jointed knees and all the other stuff that you'd expect from Hasbro. Smythe's, he's got the double jointed elbows that everybody likes. Head sculpt is immaculate, pretty amazing and looks exactly like the series. Skin tone's a little bit weird. I'm not sure why they went with that color, but it's a minor gripe. Looks pretty good. The shoulder lasers, pretty awesome. It's got the fins. Clawed toes. Smythe looks amazing. He looks really, really good. I'm not gonna deny that. That's pretty amazing. And we got some extra hands here for Parker. Comes with a nifty camera. Pretty good. And he's got some twip hands or swip hand, whatever the hell you call those things, web shooting hands. Look pretty good, especially in flesh tone because we don't see those too often. I guess Smythe just comes with a couple of hands. For the price, you figured you'd get more accessories, but it's Hasbro, so you'd be happy with what you get, I guess. And these are some splayed hands. Oh, look alright. Can't complain too much about that. Okay, so all in all, good offering. I know a lot of people will like this set because of the packaging with the VHS box set. I could care less, so that's why I wasn't too upset when Hasbro shipped it to me damaged. It is what it is. But, so, let's take a look and compare these with some other Spider-Man. Now, Smythe might be a little bit on the short side. Parker's probably on the tall side. So, if we take a look here at the actual animated series Spider-Man. Actually, let's put him in the middle. So we can see a comparison too. So, if this was Spider-Man inside the Spidey suit, or Peter Parker, I should say, inside the Spidey suit, that doesn't look like those would be the same two figures. Spider-Man seems very slender in compared to Schwarza Parker here. So I kind of missed the bullseye on this one. So let's compare some to. This is the animated. It's basically the same body. It's from that Amazing Fantasy body, but this is from the Spider-Man and Amazing Friends. This is the original retro Spider-Man. Oh, I killed Smythe. That's what Spider-Man's supposed to do, but just not what I'm doing in my video. So that's the retro body. Now, if he's in a skin-tight leotard / spandex costume, might be able to get away with that. This Spider-Man seems to be a little bit more buff, so that's not too bad. The height is better. If you see that, that's not better. That's better, right? Face is, I don't know how much size you'd lose stuff in the head in the mask, but so that one's no good. Now we'll compare him to a Mafex Spider-Man. Never know how to pronounce that. Definitely not going to work because Mafex does scale a little short, but he does scale well with Smythe, so I like that. But again, this is the best Spider-Man ever created, by the way. I don't know how many of you watched my 2020 year of the Spider-Man review. He came down as my #1, and we had a lot of Spider-Man that year. So, again, not the right fit there for scale. We have a retro symbiote Spider-Man here. Now, this works, I think. It's probably the best we've seen so far in terms of size versus Parker. That sounded a little bit better. So, yeah, they can scale okay. The height is there. It's not showing up on the camera, but he is about the same height as Peter Parker if you take away the hair. Not too bad. But the one I thought might work the best, but it's not really the animated design, is the Spinneret 2-pack. This one scales much bigger than all the other Spider-Man. Because the other one worked on that Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man body. And this one is a one-off, I think. I haven't seen too many other bodies with this one. I could be wrong, but correct me in the comments. But see, the head here I like because you can actually see this head going in this mask and being the same size. Now the body, again, like with the two of them, that actually looks like it could be inside that suit. Might be a little bit too big, but again, the jacket might be hiding a little bit, but still, this would be more believable. The only issue I have with it Even though I love the Spider-Man, I think he's great. I just think the scale's way off. He looks like he's in the wrong scale for Marvel Legends as a Spider-Man. Spider-Man shouldn't be this big. Like he's Captain America size, which is not Spider-Man. Now he does scale too big, I think, for Smythe. Smythe was always a bit bigger in the comic books, or sorry, the comic books, the animated series. So this is where the scale is off if you want to use him with Smythe. But if you want to just use him as a one-off with Parker and a Spider-Man, if you're doing some photography or something, like this scale here works. That would be the best fit in terms of scale for Spider-Man with this buff Parker here. Now we can also take a look at him with his Aunt May, also too from one of those animated series sets. So that actually looks really good together. You know, I like it. Can't complain about that too much. And we'll move Smythe to the side here and get this first villain that they saw in the show. Now this is not so much the animated head. This is the vintage comic book head. But again, the costume is from the animated series, at least I think it is. So I don't know where the other head is, so I apologize for that. But again, looks pretty good. All in all, this was a pretty good release by Mezco. All in all, this is a pretty good release by Marvel Legends. Parker's a little big, but other than that, he looks great. He looks, well, really, like he was ripped right from the TV shows, so big time nostalgia play on that one. Smythe looks awesome, a little small, but I can overlook it because he looks great, even if he does have an odd shade of skin tone. But other than that, he looks fantastic, and he's really the reason why I bought this set. I just really like this Smythe, so I won't complain about that. If somebody told me I was going to get a Smythe 5 years ago, I probably would have slapped it in the face, called him a liar. But the days of yesteryear where we only wished about action figures is gone. Now it seems like if there was a chance in the past of a figure being made, it's now happening. They're looking and they're making everything. Every company, every IP is getting a figure. So this is the golden era of action figure collecting for sure. There you have it, another action figure rundown by Sudaba. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the people that watched all of my videos and my subscribers and those who comment. It's greatly appreciated. I do this for my own enjoyment as part of my action figure collecting hobby. But it is nice to know that some people watch them and get some enjoyment out of it and take some time out of their busy day. It doesn't go unnoticed and it is greatly appreciated. So, on that note, like always, take it easy.